Congress is coming back from August recess with a full plate of issues affecting agents, so here's an update on what we're expecting. First, we begin with flood insurance. The National Flood Insurance Program, or NFIP, expires September 30th. The House of Representatives made progress on reauthorizing the law by passing several separate bills out of its Financial Services Committee in mid-June. The legislative package, which will eventually be merged into one bill, contains many things PIA is lobbying for, such as a 5-year reauthorization of the program. It also includes a provision we strongly support that will encourage the creation of a private flood market. However, PIA has come out in opposition to the entire House legislative package as it stands now because of a provision that may lead to a cut in agent commissions. The House legislative package arbitrarily cuts something called the Write Your Own reimbursement rate, which is used by insurance carriers to pay administrative expenses, including agent commissions. The House bill cuts the reimbursement rate by 3 percentage points. Most insurance carriers that sell NFIP policies have acknowledged that for them to remain in the program, they'll be forced to pass any cut to the reimbursement rate on to independent insurance agents through their commissions. PIA is the only agent association standing firm against the House bill because of this cut, and we're urging members of Congress to oppose the House package unless it includes a robust and specific protection for agent commissions. On the Senate side, bipartisan legislation for a long-term reauthorization has been introduced by Senate Banking Committee Chairman Mike Crapo, Republican of Idaho, and Ranking Member Sherrod Brown, Democrat of Ohio, that does not include a cut to the Write Your Own carrier reimbursement rate, unlike the House package. Further action on either measure has been delayed due to the August recess. When Congress returns next week, the House GOP leadership is expected to try to round up votes with the hope of bringing their flood package to a vote before the full House. Regardless of whether the House is able to pass their legislation, with September 30th just around the corner, there's a good chance that Congress will approve a short-term extension of the program to avoid its lapse and provide the House and Senate more time to work together to reauthorize the NFIP. The tragic flooding in Texas may also impact how Congress handles the reauthorization when they return. We've been covering the halls of Congress advocating for agents on this issue. We've conducted a nationwide grassroots action effort earlier this summer and have been working with PIA affiliates around the country to send letters to congressional delegations. Please keep a lookout in the coming days for a new grassroots action alert on this issue so that you can take action. PIA has continued to advocate against an insurance provision in the Choice Act, the legislation meant to roll back much of Dodd-Frank. The provision would create an Office of the Independent Insurance Advocate. This proposed office would dramatically increase the power and visibility of the Federal Insurance Office, or FIO, which PIA believes should be repealed. The House of Representatives passed the Choice Act on June 8th. PIA National is the only association representing independent agents publicly opposed to the Independent Insurance Advocate's office. In fact, I recently had the opportunity to represent PIA at the summer meeting of the National Conference of State Legislators, where I spoke on a Dodd-Frank panel highlighting our concerns with the Independent Insurance Advocate. Since the Senate is unlikely to consider the Choice Act this year, we have begun to work with our congressional allies to develop separate legislation aimed at rolling back the powers of the Federal Insurance Office. While PIA would prefer the FIO's full repeal, we recognize that many in Congress prefer to scale back its domestic functions, but allow the FIO to continue to be engaged in negotiating international agreements that impact the insurance industry. Stay tuned as we work to finalize this legislation over the coming weeks. The current Farm Bill expires in 2018. Throughout the summer, both the House and Senate Agriculture Committees have held several hearings on Farm Bill topics. Both sides of the aisle continue to express eagerness to deliver a Farm Bill in a timely manner. We remain vigilant against any attempts to cut crop insurance and legislation to fund federal programs, as we have seen that in the past. PIA will continue to remain engaged to ensure crop insurance is not cut in either the appropriations process or during the Farm Bill reauthorization. In closing, thank you for spending a few minutes with us to hear about legislative issues. Please keep a lookout for more updates from PIA.